that the future of health is in experts' hand. From coding dreams to healthcare streams, he leads with vision and gleam, proving that innovation and care make the perfect team. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to share your experience with us, sir.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's definitely a privilege to be here. Respected dignitaries, staff members, and to the most important heroes of today, the budding engineer, the first year students, welcome you all and a very good morning. I'm really excited and glad to be here and have the opportunity to address you all as part of the alumni group today on this most important day of your life. As Lieutenant Satya said, he still remembers the day he joined, and I still fondly remember the day I was sitting in this probably very same room of the auditorium where you are, and exactly with the same feeling what Lieutenant Satya alluded, that probably feeling a little lost, with some excitement, with some hope, at times dozing off a bit or trying to make friends and all of that. This day will be a memorable day in your life, and as I still talk about that, I still get goosebumps of those days, and definitely it's an honor and a privilege to think about that again. And it's also a fond memory there. I'm here to share also the stage with a fellow classmate of mine, which is the chief guest of honor for today. So it's definitely a good day to relive those memories. And Kadiravan sir was the HOD when I was here, so probably he sees a different avatar of me today. So yeah, that's where it's a good memory to come back. And I wish you all that on this first day, probably I want to give you the hope that you can stand here in the years to come by. So please think about that. This is an opportunity. You're at the right place. You're in the right college, which gives you all the freedom while you're there in the college. It gives you the platform. It gives you the opportunities to learn, grow, and all of that. And the end, in the years to come by, I wish all of you kind of want to come back here on this stage and kind of motivate more people, talk to more students and budding engineers to come by. So with that, if I have to kind of share a few words from my industry experience, what I would want to share with all of you would be the foundation of the next generation is always from the work done by the group of people today, which is all of you, and that doesn't start from the day you graduate, it actually starts from today. So what I would want to leave all of you today is what you are going to do in the years to come by is going to be the foundation for the next generation to pick up from, and what are you all stepping on is a lot of good and hard work done by a lot of decades of engineers over the years, which includes a lot of us over here, including the staff members, and it's a big ecosystem. So be responsible when you're stepping into that. Have the responsibility to kind of step in, have a purpose, and just have a goal in mind where whatever you're doing, just ensure that you're kind of striving towards making the world a better place to live so that the next generation can take it and take it even further. That's the most important thing when you're always doing, as respective dignitaries have spoken earlier, have said about having a purpose and having a goal and being aligned to it. At the same time, as Lieutenant Satya was mentioning, I kind of enjoyed a speech where he kind of had the way to get the attention, at the same time proved why he's a naval officer and how he kind of snuck in his messages of how he wanted the orders to be followed. But a lot of messages, what people talking today here may go a little over your head, but trust me, I felt the same when I was sitting in the same chairs for the years before. There was always days where whenever there were guest lectures, whenever there were sessions, we used to find opportunities to find a way to sneak out, but the colleges had the way to ensure we couldn't. So definitely, this place is something where I would like to assure the parents and everybody that you're in the right hands, you're in the right place. Be confident of who you are and ensure that you're able to grab all the opportunities. That's where everything starts. So today is the day where you're going to step into the foundation of the next decade of you're going to decide what the world is going to be. Today you're using Uber, you're using Ola, you're using Swiggy. All of that is a hard work done by technology and innovation by the last decade of engineers. So you're stepping into that. You have that as a platform to kind of take it and make it even better. That's more from a technology perspective. So after that, what also I would like to share and maybe leave a message is what I follow religiously and which has made me who I am today is a message from Admiral McRaven. Probably I would recommend you to probably Google it once you go back. He says, start focusing on the little things. The little things are the most important in life, and if you're not able to do the little things, the big things are going to be harder. But as young as we are, we kind of tend to ignore the little things, and we try to kind of go for the big shots, or we want to do the big things. But what's more important is kind of focusing on doing the little things right. So what he says is start making your bed every day after you wake up. It's the most little small thing that you can start your day with. And what it does is it gives you discipline. It gives you the focus for you to be able to have a sense of accomplishment and pride after you wake up. And then it gives you the opportunity to do the next and the next task and the next task. And end of the day, if you end up having a bad day, you at least have a bed to come back which is made by you. So that's kind of a sense of accomplishment that you will have, and hope for a better day tomorrow and strive for that, right? So focus on the little things while you have a goal, you have a dream, you have the bigger goals in place, but you need to focus on getting the little things right. And if you are unable to do the little things right, unfortunately, the bigger things are going to be harder and even farther for you. With that, also, what I would like to say is probably a few messages that I would want to end up. These 4 years are going to be an exciting phase of your life. This chapter is going to be unforgettable. Good or bad, it's what you're going to live with. So make it good. Make the effort to make it good. Make the effort to enjoy this roller coaster ride. It's going to have a lot of opportunities. As our chairman was mentioning, you have everything over here. You have a campus life, and it's definitely gotten better than when we were there. As the generations have progressed, as the digital world has taken space, you have a lot more opportunities that the college is offering today, apart from academics. So have the mix of everything, make the best of it, so that you can become the person that you're looking for, right? So certain kind of tidbits that generally, as also chairman mentioned, that kind of having in your day-to-day list, right? Because we generally forget. So write it somewhere or keep it in your mind, where certain mantras which are going to take you and make you successful in life, which be curious, be optimistic. The world is full of opportunities, but you got to believe in yourself that those opportunities are for you. So never feel left alone. Give a helping hand for somebody in need. Always have your heart at the right place. Be grateful for what you have, and respect everybody, treat everybody equally. The world is moving towards kind of a phase where all of us have to stay united. So have your basics right, and the rest will fall in place. Rather, what I have seen most of the time what we do in college is we kind of miss these basics and we try to go for the larger one, and then we kind of, what I did was the same, but then we circle back after coming back. It took a 10-year journey. So what I would like to give you that as a tidbit is don't try to fast forward, follow the steps, success is yours. I learned it the hard way because I never listened to the guest lectures when they were being given, unfortunately, but I hope you don't do that. But again, if you still try to do that, don't worry, I did end up successful, you will too, right? So don't focus on perfection. One thing, that's another thing that I'll say. Don't focus on perfection. Try to do the small things right, and you will get perfect. That's another failure or a mistake that I did, where I was always trying to be perfect, and end of the day, you don't end up doing it because you never get perfect until you do it. So do it and get there. So that's what what has given me successful, because I know there is the chief guest over here from Capgemini from the industry. I'm sure he's going to talk more about the industry. So I didn't, as part of the alumni, I didn't want to share a lot about the industry, though I kind of play a vital role in healthcare business. I manage a $50 million portfolio in the US today for a leading healthcare customer. But I would leave that part to more Chandra there, because as I was also listening to other people, I had a list of points that I wanted to talk. I had to keep striking off as people were talking. So I want to leave some for them as well. So that's there, but the world is full of opportunities ahead of you. So that's all I wanted to share as a pleasure today. Imagine yourself being here in 10 years. I want a special mention to the staff of this college who've been really warm enough for all of us. It's been about, I think, 18 years since I joined, about 16 years after I graduated. Oh, sorry, that's where, right? You do make mistakes, but that's okay, right? I just wanted to say that there. So it's been that many 14 years since I graduated. The staffs are still warm. They welcome us every day, and I'm very happy to see the same faces. So be rest assured you're at the right place. You have the right opportunity, great infrastructure, great platform. Be ready to grab all the opportunities and enjoy the roller coaster ride. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the industry as peers in the years to come by. Thank you, and I'm honored to be here as part of the alumni committee. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed a thought-provoking speech. Thank you, sir, for your words of motivation. Next up, we are thrilled to welcome our esteemed alumnus from the batch of 2007 to 2011, Department of Civil Engineering. With over 12 years of expertise, he leads and mentors with exceptional management and leadership skills. We extend a hearty welcome as we felicitate Mr. Nabil Ahmed, founder and proprietor of Olive Construction, one of the most successful companies in the market. From building dreams to leading teams, his expertise stands tall in every project he redeems. We take the chance to invite a proud alumnus, Mr. Nabil Hermit, to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you once again. I actually feel proud and honored to stand here. It was 13 years since I graduated. Sorry, I forgot your name. Deepak and the other alumni, a friend of mine, they struck off all the points which I've written. So I do not know what to speak now. So almost it's been 14 years now, or 17 years now, since I was there sitting in one of you. I still remember the first day. I was actually the only guy might be dressed in this attire when I studied in this college. So when I came for registration, my faculty asked me, "Sir, student enga?" "Madam, nada madam, student." So they couldn't recognize me. Might be you would have been all guessing, why is this guy here? So I was an alumni here. So 4 years, I would never regret choosing this college. Seriously, I'm telling you. I would never regret. Usha madam, Kadrivan sir, they all know me. I was naughty but studious. So we had a departmental issue also there, sir. And sir tried to console us. He tried to convince us to to budge. We didn't budge. We were standing on our demands and they met us, and that is how I'm here. So 4 years, by God's grace, I'm telling you, it was the most memorable moments of my life. I'm not talking because I have to talk here. It is only how you can use opportunity available here. Every one of us. I also remember one of my friend who joined college with me, graduated, but he's no more today. He took his own life. So things are not as serious as you think. Things are not also as funny as you think. This is life. You have to balance between those. You can be happy. You can make some time out with your friends, but that is not only the purpose you are here. As my colleagues said, have a purpose, concentrate, try to strike a balance. See, these 4 years are never going to come again in your life. If you can achieve something and can take a lot of good memories from here, nothing like it. Like, seriously, nothing like it. And when, as my friend said, if you can all come back after a couple of or 10 years again and stand here and give an alumni speech, nothing, seriously, we are honored for that. The college recognizing as something, we have achieved something in our life, and they're calling us back to talk here a few words. I still feel honored for it. So my friends, this is the moment when you actually have to decide that you are here for a purpose. It is not that you have just selected this college as random or your parents have pushed you here. Even if your parents have pushed you here, take this as your own personal decision and try to achieve as much as possible. I also had a couple of friends in my class who did not study. The reason they told is, எங்களுக்கு இந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் பிடிக்கல, நான் வேறு ஏதாவது பல நினச்சேன், அம்மா அப்பா சொன்னாங்க, அதெல்லாம் சேர்ந்துட்டேன். They were just so careless in their life. And that is one of the guy who was talking about. So my only and final advice is, be cautious what you're doing. Decide. After 4 years, it should not be that college life waste பண்ணிட்டேனே அப்படின்னு ஆயிடக்கூடாது. Thank you.
Your experiences and success stories truly highlight the strength of our alumni network and impact of our institution. Thank you, sir, for your dedicated speech. At Ishwari Engineering College, our family truly knows no boundaries. We are excited to let you know that our alumni, now spread across the world, are cheering you on from various corners of the globe. They have walked the path that you are starting, and their success is a testament to the strength of a college community. Dear freshers, here is a delightful video packed with heartfelt wishes from the alumni around the world.
Hey everyone, I'm Gauri Shankar Solappan. I'd have loved to be in person meeting you all, but I'm glad we're at least connecting over a video message. I belong to the class of 2009, and I'm a very proud alumni I currently am leading new product operations efforts for Meta in the AR and VR technology space. Firstly, congrats to everyone in landing at EEC. You are at a great place. I won't be boring you all too much with this, and we'll keep it simple. It is really important to approach the next 4 years with purpose. Of course, have a lot of fun. You won't get these days back. But make sure to learn every day and have fun. What you learn here isn't just going to help your career, but also going to shape you as a better person and individual. All that said, congrats on landing at EEC again, and I wish you all a fantastic time here.
Hello, a warm welcome to Ishwari Engineering College batch of 2024 to 2028. I am Preeta Subramanian, a proud alumni of Ishwari Engineering College. I'm currently working at Qualcomm as a staff engineer. I am based in California, United States location. I'm very happy to share with you all today that my experience at college has been very rewarding and transformational, both professionally and personally. One of the most rewarding aspects at college has been the friendships that I've made both with my peers and with my teachers. The teachers have played a very important role at college in developing my skills and knowledge that are a critical part in shaping my career. Looking back, all the resources and network that college has provided with me have played a pivotal role in my career. I wish each one of you good luck and a very wonderful college journey at Ishwari. Wishing you all a fantastic start. All the best. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Satish. It's nice to meet you all through this video. A little bit of introduction about me. I am from the 2011 batch and I currently work as Technical Program Manager at Google. I just wanted to share a couple of tips from my college life. Number one, try to explore different areas while you are in college and find something that you truly love, so you can make a career out of it after you graduate. And second, make sure you invest a lot of time in connecting with your peers and other students from other departments, because these connections will be really crucial as you graduate and move into corporate life. With that said, I would like to thank the management for giving me this opportunity to connect with you, and I wish you all the best for your future successes. Thank you.
That was a heartfelt gesture from the esteemed alumni of EEC. Cheers to new beginnings, dear freshers, as you embark on this memorable journey. The road ahead is full of promise. Make every step count and cherish the experience.
It is with great pride that I introduce today's esteemed guest of honor, Mrs. Bhavani Sri, a distinguished alumnus of our 2010 batch from the Department of Information Technology. Currently, her instrumental work is in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry under the Government of India, overseeing special economic zones and export-oriented units to driving India's global presence through the Market Initiative Scheme. Her efforts have been transformative. Her work has influenced countless lives for the better. Previously, as Joint Secretary in Nagaland's Home Department, she has worked tirelessly to maintain law and order, enhance disaster management efforts, and ensure public safety. She was also the Additional Deputy Commissioner, where she directed and supervised administrative operations within Kohima district, ensuring efficient delivery of government services and programs to public. Her roles doesn't end here. She was the Subdivisional Officer in the District of Perk, the Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and she was also the Assistant Commissioner under the Government of Nagaland. Her leadership reflects the principle that the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. From improving rural health and supporting farmers and artisans to promoting equitable development, she has consistently demonstrated what it means to serve with dedication and purpose. From our halls to the nation call, she is risen high and proud of it all. With great delight, we invite our esteemed guest of honor, Mrs. Bhavani Sri, to deliver the special address.
Thank you for the warm introduction. I don't know if I deserve so much praise at this early stage in my career, but I'm really grateful to be here. Firstly, I would like to the respected chairman, co-chairman, to the respected chief guest of today, the group director, the director, Kadravan sir, principal, and all the respected dignitaries on the dais, the teachers, staff, lecturers, assistant professors, and the first year students. A very warm good morning to all of you. my life has been made miserable today thanks to my friend Deepak Kalyapan. Wonderful speeches, not just the teachers. I'm really proud, not just as an alumni of this college, but as a classmate to my friends who are sitting here. We all started here 2006, like what he said, just sitting in the classroom. I don't know if Deepak remembers, we were one of the first people to start speaking on the first day of class. Like, just trying to find out who are there, everybody has come from where. We interacted and we were good friends, and still we are good friends. Now, coming to the point, one of the few colleges which gives that liberal, that's environment where you get to interact. At that time when we were doing our engineering, there were a lot of colleges, we were just strict in the sense, just come like a student, just sit and study, do the academics, go back home. What is the point? Ishwari College has always been well ahead of its time. My brother, I got colleges which were highly ranked than Ishwari, but still I chose Ishwari at that point in time because one of the first women colleges which have for engineering, and they did have that safe environment, and I feel proud to be a part of Ishwari. I'm lost. All my points have been stolen. I don't know, I made my preparation just for an hour in the flight. All my friends and the seniors have taken up what I had to say. So, why are we all here? Why have we joined engineering? I want all of you to go reflect. I know at least 50% of you here will say it is because my parents wanted me to be here. I am also part of that. I was a studious student till my schooling. Engineering like people like, we have our chief guest from Capgemini. People like him are there to help us offer good jobs. It's not easy to find a good job. Everybody takes engineering because we want to land in a good job. And that is why I landed here. And I lost direction because my point was to get a job. And I got my job. One of the first person to get placed. I studied in IT department under Kadiravan sir. I need to really mention specifically about Kadiravan sir. He was one of the strong energies, a changing point in my life. So, like I said, I didn't have any direction while I was here for the first 4 years. The 4 years was about finding a job. So, I did all the certification, exactly like how they said, 80% score, everything right on the profile. Landed up in the first of the companies which came for placements. Then going there, I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't have any job satisfaction. We need to keep our goals in a way that we actually end up being happy. Then that is when I realized finding a job, getting the luxuries of life, this is not what it is going to be. All of us must, I'm sure, are aware of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, wherein a basic concept in public administration. I'll just take 1 minute. So all of us have some 5 levels of needs in our lives. It starts with physiological needs, food, water. Then comes the security needs. We want to feel secure. Could be your bank deposit, which makes you feel secure. Then comes our social needs, to have friends, family. Then we have our esteem needs and self-actualization needs. Most of us, while we are landing here, our thought process is limited either to the social needs of making friends and having good time, or to the security needs of securing a good job. But this is not going to go a long way. Like my friend Deepak said, we all circled, initially we didn't have a direction, but somehow we figured it out later. I would highly recommend, please don't waste your time this 4 years. Time, every minute is going to matter, and you're going to regret if you're going to waste the time you're spending here. And with a campus like this, which is giving you multiple opportunities for research or, be it a job you want to secure or you want to go for higher education. I'm really amazed that we have hobby clubs also. That's really far ahead, like it's of IIT standard. I, in fact, wanted to make it as a suggestion. It wasn't there at our time. So with this kind of all-round development available, I would highly request everybody to think, what is my passion? First thing, success is second. First, we need to be happy. How will you be happy doing a job which is just a job for you? 8 to 10 hours of your life minimum, you're going to spend at work. Now, when I came, Soumya madam from IT department, she came to pick me up. She was so happy. I have not even met her before. She came to IT department after we left. The kind of love she had towards us as alumni, that just shows how much she loves her college, the students. And just like how Katharavan sir mentioned, they do worry about us. And I'm a testimony to that. I wrote my civil services exam 4 times. I was placed in TCS. 1 year I worked, no job satisfaction. Over a period of time, I realized satisfaction is where you actually give to others. And it could be in different forms. Like my friend said, you know, Uber and everything has come out. As engineers, what we have created, we have made a better world. But I, as an engineer, I was not really connecting with the impact I would create. But as a policymaker, I felt I would connect with that impact. Now, when I changed my field, I was a little bit guilty and not really sure of how I will be received by my college. After 1 year, I came back to meet Katharavan sir. I told, sir, I'm attempting this. The amount of motivation he gave me, seriously, it stood as he was my backbone. So I gave 4 attempts. Every interview, I used to come back to him. UPSC interview is supposedly very tough. After the preliminary mains, and then you give the interview, and then every stage you don't clear, then you have to fall back, you have to start writing from the first. It takes a lot of time. For 4 to 5 years, I was just preparing. When the whole world was just talking about why did you miss your job, why did you not take up a career, it's too much risk to make. But I was sure because this is the path I will go to make me happy. And Katharavan sir believed in me. Every interview supported. I used to come to him. He had, I don't know from where he gets all the knowledge. Some of the secrets he revealed to me. Today also I asked him, sir, I'm yet to learn more from you. So, yes. What questions to expect in interview? In UPSC interview, for an IT perspective, sir was helpful to me. I'm very happy to be a part of this. I'm happy that you all feel happy for us. That's not, you don't have so much positive energy in this world. People feeling happy for you even after so many years and proud about you, it's something. I'm really honored. And I just want to leave 2 messages. Most of my messages are already stolen. Friends, I know there is a gap between teacher, the lecturer, professors, and when we come as students. How much ever the campus is safe and how much ever they're strict, you will have friends who will influence you in the wrong way. They will have their own experiences coming in because it's the first time you are having freedom. You don't know what to do with that freedom. There is no immediate commitment, no immediate responsibility. You have all your time. You think this 4 years is going to be just I can do whatever. And it is natural, that age, everything behaves in that way. Please don't expose yourself to friends who are going to pull you in the wrong direction. There will be people who will definitely have drug habits. Not just this college, I'm not talking about this college, but as an experience as an administrator, we have seen how, cigars, which are not to be sold outside schools also, people get access to it. People get access to drugs. The campus might be, drug-free, but still you will find students. Please stay away from them. And I would highly recommend that couple of you become, the crusaders who will stand up for your classmates. Ultimately, you're going to lose your time. What is the point of using the drugs? You're losing your time, you're losing your direction. Then comes the peer pressure. And the gang of friends are you lose your time, you'll end up not having a good career, then you waste your time, then come back like us and realize sometime later, okay, I have wasted my time, what do I do with my life? I really, as a friend, don't waste your time. Make sure you are in the safe hands. Whatever bad habits some people are having, try to guide them and also stay away. One thing. Secondly, as a woman, when I was here, it is one of the safest colleges, like I mentioned before. But we come from a society where patriarchy is ingrained in everybody's mind, and I'm sure all of you agree. Be it a teacher, I can see one teacher nodding her head. When it comes to Nirbhaya case in Delhi, when it comes to a medical student getting raped in Kolkata, we are all enraged. We are like, but we don't realize the little things we do to the women around us, how we make their life miserable. Just an example, you are okay to call a woman multiple times, call a lady a classmate. She's not picking up your phone, she's ignoring, but you don't mind. It is just casual for the people who are calling her so many times. Look at the mental health of what the woman goes through. She has come from school. First time her parents are left out. She has first got her independence. She also wants to make a career. If she wants to be friends with you, let her be. Otherwise, give her that space. Small things you're making, which could be like just gossiping, could be teasing her, it could just feel like little things, but it adds up a lot of pressure to the girl. which might, eventually lose their career. They might want to be safe at home. I request, we need feminists among the men. Forget about the women. Forget about the ultra-feminist. Gender, our Chandra sir was talking about having a, egalitarian classroom, 50% or 40% at least of, the ratio of to be maintained. We are maintaining the ratio, but let's also make sure that the rights are also maintained equally. And that's a request to all my male friends here. And I think beyond that, I don't have much to say. I'm so sorry if anybody was hurt in this speech. And thank you so much. Special mention to the group director, also our family friend, Sethuraman sir. Thank you for remembering all of you. I'm so glad. And I wish to come back sometime and see the progress. After almost 10 years, I think we have come back. And the college is no more the same place. I'm told 2,400 students intake. It was only 500 when we were there. I'm really as proud as an alumni as you are proud of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thoughtful words. Your special address has indeed made this event extra special. Our placement record is consistently 97% for the past 3 years. Students have received highest placement in leading IT and core companies with salary package ranging from 10 lakhs to 46 lakhs. Students at Ishwari Engineering College are passionate towards learning and don't stop with their undergraduation. More than 25% students graduating from our institution are admitted for master's program at prestigious universities in abroad countries such as USA, UK, Canada, Netherlands, and many more.
Our institution excels in industry engagement forged through exclusive MOUs with top companies like Ashok Leyland, Credai, Schwingstetter, Cisco, Samsung, and many more, offering our students exceptional internships with stipends. These collaborations have led to advanced industry-supported labs and specialized courses where students gain practical and industry-relevant skills. Research is formalized curiosity. It is the purposeful pursuit of new knowledge. Like how bread and butter is a vital part of our life, so is research to everyone here at EEC. We are currently having 10 externally funded projects worth rupees 260 lakhs, and in the year 2023, 9 funded projects totaling rupees 195 lakhs were successfully completed and submitted. Faculty of Ishwari Engineering College have contributed 390 Scopex Index papers this year, and research articles published have garnered an astounding 2,622 citations. We have established 7 research centers of excellence, fostering interdisciplinary collaboration and solidifying our role in pioneering research. Our consultancy services have earned rupees 20 lakhs, demonstrating our ability to deliver practical, industry-relevant solutions. Additionally, last year marked the launch of a patent cell where over 200 plus patents have also been published. This initiative has enabled students to transform innovative ideas into tangible products, showcasing the creativity and ingenuity that define our institution. In a world driven by knowledge and discovery, our institution stands tall as a pillar of research excellence, where every achievement is a step towards a brighter and innovative future. This achievement is a testament to our relentless pursuit of innovation and the tireless efforts of our faculty and students.
From a humble beginning in R&D to ascending as EVP and Managing Director of India GEC, he crafted his journey with grit, perseverance, and consistent diligence. Having spent half his life mastering intellectual strategies, he guides delivery and project teams with exceptional expertise. He shines as a beacon of brilliance with a vision so keen, rising from Vice President and India Head to CEO, leading with an exceptional scheme. It is with great honor and excitement I take immense pleasure in introducing our Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Chandra Reddy K., the Executive Vice President and Managing Director of Capgemini Engineering, India. His journey from an esteemed academic foundation to becoming a luminary in the technology sector is both inspiring and remarkable. He completed his bachelor's and master's degree in electronics, where he laid the groundwork for a career marked by brilliance and innovation. Over the years, he has built an illustrious career, contributing significantly to multiple renowned organizations. Currently, he serves as the EVP and Managing Director at Capgemini Engineering, a role he had held since January 2021. His leadership extends to his tenure at Alumni India as the Chief Executive Officer and his impactful role as India Head and Chief Engineering Officer at Aerospace. Notably, his impressive 17-year journey with Wipro Technologies, where he held various pivotal positions. His early career also includes valuable experience at Blue Star Limited and Measurements and Control Limited. His journey paved the way to be the best, now honored as the chief guest at our inaugural fest. With utmost respect, I invite a distinguished chief guest to deliver the inaugural address for the event.
Good afternoon. That is not the energy I wanted. I wanted it to be louder. Good afternoon. I know we started it as good morning and now we are at good afternoon. I know I'm between your lunch and myself, right? So I'll try to cover as quickly as possible. But nevertheless, I think we need to touch upon few topics and we will talk about it. First and foremost is that, I had a grand, introduction about myself, but I still do remember, like others, 1987, I was sitting out there, okay, 1987. So which means that it's like a journey of close to 37 years through the engineering and masters and then working at various places to get to this stage. Okay, so it's a relentless work of 30 years. But that doesn't mean that you have to work 30 years. All the bright students who have come here, our era was different and now it's different. Within 10 years you can come up to this stage and you can achieve something very significant. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is not about 30 plus years that we have worked. We should never forget our roots. You can become tree, you can become big, you can make a lot of money, you can get a lot of pride and all those things. But you should never forget roots. We used to have only, if you had 10 rupees in the pocket, we used to feel very proud of we are very rich. That's the feeling that we used to have. And we used to go to government college in a government bus. That was the time. So don't look at me and decide my age. I'm 34, 35 years. My daughter is 24. And she is going to get married, etc. So it's all painted here. Otherwise, everything is good. Okay, so besides that, I was telling my secretary last week that, I would not be making it to this event for the various reasons that I had some meetings with France, Paris on the budgets, etc., etc. But I personally feel that I would have really missed this particular event if I had not attended. I would have regretted that. Such a wonderful campus, such a wonderful people, such warm people, and also meeting many people here gives me immense pleasure. First of all, I want to again thank our chairman sir to giving me opportunity to come here. I want to thank co-chairman. I want to thank principal. You have a great principal. I can assure you that she has been. She's been associated one or the other way with Capgemini for a very long time. She understands the industry very, very well. She has a wide network. I'm sure by she joining, she will elevate the level of whatever the Ishwari College to next couple of notches. I want to also thank all the faculty members and students and friends and colleagues. Okay, thank you very much. Before I get into some details on the subject, first and foremost is I want to give a big applause to the students who are onboarding and going to become a great engineers. Give them a big applause, guys. It should be very louder. And second, I also want to give a big applause to the parents who have sacrificed so many things for the kids, because at some age, it's all about the kids more than themselves. So the parents have to feel proud about the students, and students also have to feel very proud about the parents, what they have done for them. Okay. Let me talk on few things. First and foremost thing, I want to talk about India. How is India positioned globally? Number one. Number two, I want to talk about engineering. So many people wanted to understand what is this engineering and engineering world. I'll give a perspective where engineering is headed to. Third, I will also talk about like others, what is the values and which is the foundation for you to build to the next level. Last but not the least, as a company like Capgemini, there's so many companies. How do we support you? How do we help the academia to progress to the next level? I also want to tell you that, I was the R&D council member for the NASCOM also. So we do advise the policies and, other things on how industry and academia have to work together. So let's start talking about India precisely. Okay. So 77 years of independence. Okay, we can see that India is progressing significantly. Everybody knows India is a great country. India has a lot of culture, history, etc. In 1800s, everybody wanted to come to India. There was no World Trade Organization or something like that. Everybody wanted to do trade with India. India was very famous for textiles. India is very, very famous for spices. India contributed to close to 20% plus GDP in the world, 26% to be precise. India and China contributed 51%. From there, we know that, we had several immigrants, several people ruled India. In 1947, when they left us, our economy was not so good. In fact, in 1960, the worst ever GDP that we had only $38 billion GDP. It was very poor, which means that, again, you can collaborate with various things. The fact that there was no jobs. It's very, very clear that there were no jobs. The literacy rate in 1947 is only 12%. 12% of Indian population was literate. Okay. Today, I can be very proud of India. We can say 77.7% of Indians are literates today. Okay. We wanted to see it to be 95% in next decade. Okay, for which the visionaries like Shivkumar sir, etc., need to contribute. We need to have more Ishwari colleges across the country. So I wish that happens at some point of time. The important things about India, again, I just want to mention how fast we are progressing in every sector. We are the 4th largest agriculture producer in the world. We are the 4th largest. We are the 2nd largest road connectivity in the world today. We have surpassed China a few months back. We are the 2nd largest road connectivity that we have. We are now the third largest electricity producer in the world. We are 5th largest global manufacturing hub for the world. But the thing is that the key point is global manufacturing. 5th is not good enough at all. China is far away from us. We need to establish the manufacturing significantly in India for us to progress. More importantly, what the world looks at us is, what is the one key aspect that India has is the population. 1.4 billion. It's fine, 1.4 billion, yes, that's the truth. But what is important is, most of the countries, the populations are declining. Many of the countries don't speak English as much as we do. But what is important is 50% of our population is below 25 years. 50%. That's the power of India. We have a strength of 50%, 700 million less than 25 years. We have 66% of our population below 35. It is a strength. Every country, including China, the population is flat or declining. So you can imagine the power and the strength we have. So what we have to do is that we need to elevate ourselves on the education system. We need to have 99% of our people should be educated. From that perspective, we need to give a lot of importance to our rural communities. So please do something more for rural people so that they prosper and they become big in the coming years. So from that perspective, I just want to say 2,500 universities or colleges are there in India now. 2,500. When we passed out, it was hardly few hundreds. 2,500. Number of graduates that every year India brings, number of graduates in India? Any idea? 6.5 million. 65 lakh graduates pass out every year in India. 65 lakh or 6.5 million graduates. Number of engineering graduates that we will have? It's called STEM graduates. So in US terms, 1.4 million, 14 lakh engineering graduates come out every year from India. But what is important is that That is the strength, but that is not good enough. We need more and more and more. We'll talk about engineering world a little bit from now. We need more and more engineers. We need more and more engineers because somebody can say, I am a very good doctor. Today I want to tell you that, even doctors should have something called as a chapter called engineering. Okay, without engineering, they cannot survive. I'll give you an example. I know my friend is here who is working on medical life sciences. But the key is that, recently we have developed a product. If there's an accident in the road, normally you take the patient to the hospital and to see if the brain has any bleeding, etc., you put them in the MRI scanner. So, but when the accident happens, the 3 hours of accident is so important that the patient can slip into coma. The moment accident happens, we need to treat him. We need to treat her. But we are wasting the time by taking him into hospital and put them into a big MRI scanner, scan, and then consult the doctor, bring the doctor. All these things is now gone. We have developed a small MRI scanner where you can carry it in. It's a big machine. If you go to hospitals, it's a big machine. We have developed a small MRI scanner. It can go into ambulance. The moment accident happens, you can scan it. It is connected over technology called 5G. You know 5G. Okay, it's connected over 5G. Doctors can immediately attend. So the technology is changing. Technology is changing to ensure that it is a betterment for the humans. Let's talk a little bit about engineering, and then I'll come to the values and foundations for you to build. And lastly, we'll talk about Capgemini and the companies that can provide support to you. So, engineering world. Engineering is not a term that is invented now. It's been there forever, and Indians have contributed significantly. But what is changing today is that engineering has so many industries. Engineering has automotive, engineering has aerospace, defense, engineering has medical life sciences, engineering has telecommunications and communications, engineering has semiconductor, industrial. So many aspects are there. Of course, there are a lot of HODs here for each of the industries. But what is happening in these? We call it as intelligent industry. So industries were not so intelligent. Today it's becoming more and more intelligent. So what does it mean by intelligent? Every industry is transforming. Every industry is changing. Every industry is getting disrupted. Disruption is a word that you need to catch. If you have to take one word from this session, disruption. So there is a distinct difference between a change and a disruption. Disruption is sudden change. It's a massive sudden change. So I'll give an example. Let's take one by one industry. Automotive industry. To put it in a nutshell, simple thing you have seen on the road now, the electric vehicles are going. So the fossil fuels have gone aside. At some point of time, all the countries would pass a law saying that you need to migrate to EV. But people are, just China alone has 300 EV companies and they are disrupting everybody. So Europe is a bit slow, America is a bit slow, yes, Tesla is there, but Chinese have invested heavily from past 20 years. And suddenly you are seeing that they are selling the cars at so low price that Europe companies like Volkswagen or Mercedes, etc., are not able to sustain. So sudden change which Europe did not anticipate, America did not anticipate. That is called disruption. So you need to always think. But while EV is happening, somebody would be thinking about how to invent solar cars, how to invent vehicles which can run in water, which can run in hydrogen. So suddenly some company will come, okay, look, you are buying EV, I will sell it to you something else, which is cheaper than the EV. So this kind of a change will happen. When the change happens, you will see a new people who are rising to be very rich. I'll give an example. Let's go to the space, aerospace and defense technology. 15 years or 20 years back, Elon Musk used to live in a small apartment on the first or the second floor. Today he is the richest man on the planet Earth. So what made him to become a richest man? Of course, hard work, commitment, etc. is given today. So I should not say that, team, you work hard, you be committed, etc. That is given. You should do it. But what made him to change? It's an innovation. It's a dream. It's taking a risk. That is very important. What did he do? He said that he is going to change the entire automotive industry, mobility industry to EV. So everybody were laughing, saying that how can you change diesel and a petrol vehicle to an EV? It has become a reality now. The Tesla has become a #1 company in the world. Then you just see what he said, another thing, which is all about something who is going to laugh. He said, I'm going to put 42,000 satellites above the ground, 42,000 satellites to cover entire Earth, and he called it as a Starlink program. So he wants to put 42,000 satellites, and he wants to beam the internet from the satellite to the ground. So what he is doing is that internet can be accessed 1 kilometer under the ocean. To that extent, he was thinking innovative. 42,000 satellites. And then he found the rockets, which is called Falcon series. Each rocket carries hundreds of satellites into the low Earth orbit. It's called 25 kilometers above the ground. So he's going to put all those things there. Then again, another concept that he said is, look, we will colonize Mars. We will have one more Chennai in Mars. We want to take 1 million of people back to Mars. He wants to die in Mars. He doesn't want to die in Earth. But these are something like, something totally different, and people will laugh. Vision is something where people should laugh, and we need to make that into reality. Vision is something when you say somebody should laugh. Otherwise, if you say, oh, today I have 1 crore rupee, tomorrow I'll make it 2 crores or 5 crores, it's not a big thing. Vision is something where, people, oh, he's joking. But he is making it reality. Why I am saying reality is that, he said rockets will take the satellites, put it in the orbit, and come back and stand in the same place. Previously, it used to fall in Pacific Ocean or somewhere. Today, it is coming and standing back. So he has a big dream, big innovations. And now people have invested significantly. People believe in him. People have invested in him. So innovation is money, and money is innovation. So all of you are bright minds. You need to think differently. Your mindset should be totally different. You need to. Now it goes to the real foundations and values. Your mindset should be different. You should believe that world is. I need to take on world, not just some part of India or success. You can be successful. Whenever you see Sundar Pichai, he puts a cycle. He is cycling in the streets of Chennai and other places. Today you can imagine what he is. So people have to dream big. People have to take risks, which I think many people spoke. Failure is not something. Failure has to happen if you have to be successful. So think differently, be aggressive, be energetic, eat well, stay healthy, drive this entire thing to the next level. It's very important. Everything is changing. Semiconductor industry is changing. Semiconductor, you would have heard, it will be a small chip of size of my nail. You know how many we call it as gates for people who are electronics and computers. We have like 15 billion gates in a small chip. It's like a small area having close to I'm telling layout, having 15 billion houses inside that small chip. And it's further progressing. Every industry, you take any industry, it's making a big change. Machine to machine speaking, biggest asset that we have today in the world is not gold, is not diamond. You know what is the biggest asset? It's data. Every day as the day passes, there is so much of data that sits in the servers, and those data can be processed and can be used in a right way. Recently, you can see one of the inventions that has come. We can do a mammography, and you can say by 5 years from now she can have a breast cancer. That's purely because of data. So you can see the advancement in every industry, and that will be very, very good. So the point is that whatever you do, your foundations has to be very clear. Your hard work, commitment has to be there. Your innovative skills has to be there. Your learning, most importantly, learning has to be there. If you don't learn every day, and if you don't get upgraded yourself day by day, then it's going to be a problem for you. Okay? So somebody is talking about 4G, 5G, now they are talking about 6G. 5G, you can download a movie in 1 second, but you can download 30 movies in 1 second when it comes 6G. Okay, so you can imagine the change that is happening there. So it's very important that you need to be up to date on technology, and then you need to think innovative on top of it. So that is very, very important. But one thing is clear when I say value, the values of being honest and integrity is the key. That is what I wanted to say. But lastly, I just want to conclude to you that Capgemini and the companies like Capgemini, there are so many companies, HCL, my friend is here. So we will support very strongly on the academic and industry collaboration. We have been hiring people from SRM for a long time, and that will continue, and that will only increase. The number of job opportunities as per NASSCOM, when we discuss, at least 17 million people are needed in next 6 to 7 years by 2030. Because all these digital technologies to be implemented in intelligent industry without having right resource is a problem. Please generate right resource, because many times when you go to US, they will say, yes, India has a lot of engineers. Only out of 1.44 million, only 10% of the engineers can be deployed immediately. Remaining all need to upgrade. They don't demean people, but needs to upgrade. Upgrade is a place that we wanted to work as an industry. For the upgrading, it's not like, academia is responsible. Industry is not doing enough. So I said, Shivkumar sir, that, we will set up some labs here, and we will ensure that some of our SMEs, we call subject matter experts, we will engage them into the lab. It's not just the classroom sessions that you will have. We will buy some licenses, and then we will start assigning the project so that you can get on-job training, so that when you come out of the college, you can be deployable immediately. So that is our responsibility. It's not, I don't want to blame academia at any point of time. We are not doing enough. We will do those. So with that, I just want to conclude, but who doesn't like Dr. APJ Kalam? So I am a fan of him, and he is guru, and I could not get an opportunity to touch his feet. Like he always says, education is the best weapon for this changing world. So upgrade yourself. But one last thing I want to tell for the students or the young minds, you should enjoy your age. If I go back 30 years, I didn't enjoy much. So I don't want you to make that mistake. Enjoy, stay healthy, but work hard and keep yourself upgraded. Last but not the least, any support that you need. We are a very big organization. I told how big we are. But every individual is important for us. In any way that we could support, we will. Please get connected to us. And two important things, I think Madam Bhavani touched. One is that we are very much focused on the diversity. We want at any cost 2025, out of 1,70,000 people that we have, we may become 2 lakh. Minimum 1 lakh women employees to be there. So we are driving that very, very aggressively. And not just that, we have a specific program for women who go on maternity leave and discontinue, and then we groom them and bring them back to the industry. So many such programs are there, and we will do that. One last thing is that the world doesn't belong to any of us. We might have acres of land, buildings, etc., etc. But what is important is that there's even today while speaking, some kids are born. When they are born, the world belongs to them. Let's keep the world in a best shape. Ensure that we make every place as much as green as possible, and make sure that net zero to be implemented, and we should remove all the carbon in the air as much as possible, so that our next generation lives very happily. With that, thank you very much. I think you have taken enough time. I don't know if they would pardon me, but let's do everything possible. Jai Hind, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking and motivational speech. Your words have elevated our ambitions and ignited a strong zeal and motive within us to pursue our goals with renewed determination. They say gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter by words, but to live by them. I now invite our Vice Principal Admin to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we come to the conclusion of this wonderful inauguration ceremony, it's my honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Chandra Reddy, the Executive Vice President and Managing Director of Capgemini Engineering India, for taking the time to join us today and sharing such insightful words. Your presence and wisdom have greatly inspired us all. Thank you for your presence. My special heartfelt thanks to our valued guest of honor, Srimati Bhavani Sri IAS, for joining us today. Your words and expertise have resonated with us, leaving a lasting source of inspiration for everyone here. Thank you. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to our respected Chairman Sir for his visionary leadership and continuous support. Your words have provided us with the direction and motivation to pursue excellence. Thank you. A special thanks to our dynamic co-chairman Sir for your valuable presence today. Your constant encouragement is a source of strength for all of us. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Chief Director, Sir, for your gracious presence and unwavering support. Your guidance will certainly help us chart a successful course. Thank you, sir. My sincere appreciation goes to our Director Admission, Sir, for your dedication and leadership. Your commitment to excellence continues to inspire everyone here. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my gratitude to our Associate Director, Sir, for your invaluable support and encouragement. To our respected Principal Ma'am, I express my heartfelt thanks for your continued dedication to this institution. Your leadership and vision are the driving force behind our success. I also want to take a moment to thank our heads of departments, faculty members, and staff, along with our manager, non-teaching staff, and admin staff, whose hard work and commitment have made today's event a success. Your tireless efforts are deeply appreciated. To our alumni and senior students, thank you for your presence and support. You serve as a role models for our new students, and your words of encouragement will certainly inspire them. Thank you. And to our first year students and their families, thank you for choosing Ishwar Engineering College. We are committed to providing you with the best learning environment and support you throughout your journey. Lastly, I extend my deepest gratitude to the organizing committee members, volunteers, media, and everyone behind the scenes who worked tirelessly to make this event a grand success. Once again, thank you all for being here today. Together, let's make this academic year a memorable and successful one. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of gratefulness. The true beauty of a national anthem lies in its ability to bring together diverse individuals into a single harmonious chorus of pride. As we close curtains to this special occasion, let us pay respect to our land. We request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adinayaka jaya hai, Bharata bhagya vidada. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Banga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchchala, Jalati, Taranga. Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shisha Ashisha Mahe, Gaye Tava Jaya Gata. Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He, Bharata Bhagya Vidada. Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Thank you. I request the audience to rise and remain standing as the dignitaries leave. I request the audience to remain in your seats as the dignitaries leave.
Located in the heart of the city, SRM Ishwari Engineering College, Ramapuram, part of the SRM group of institutions, is a top choice for female students who constitute more than 50% of the student body. The institute has received an overall rating of 4.2 stars out of 5 from students on Shiksha.com. Here are the top 10 highlights of the institute's BTech program. Number 1. Starting with the specializations offered, SRM EEC offers 15 engineering specializations, which include not only the traditional disciplines but also newer options such as biotechnology, computer science and design, computer science and business systems.
I request the audience to remain in your seats for further instructions. I request the students and parents to remain in your seats for further instructions.
and robotics and automation. Students are admitted through TNEA on base of the 10+2 merit. Number 2, recruiting companies and roles offered. Prominent companies like Accenture, TCS, Cognizant, IBM, Goldman Sachs, Daimler, LTTS, Amazon, Virtusa, Zoho, and several others were part of the campus placement drive, providing job opportunities across diverse sectors such as IT, analytics, fintech, core and consulting. Number 3, placement packages and outcomes. The highest package reached 46 lakh per annum in 2023-24 placement drive. In fact, almost 90% of the students got placed from the institute. Also, there has been a consistent growth in the offered median packages over the years. Number 4, accreditations. The institute ranks in the 151 to 200 range in the NIRF rankings, holds a NAC A grade and an NBA accreditation for several of its BTech courses. Number 5, flexi budget pricing. Talking about the cost, the course fee varies depending on whether you choose an NBA accredited specialization, typically ranging between 60,000 to 80,000 annually. Scholarships are also provided to ease the financial burden on students. Number 6, lab sponsored by industry partners. The Automobile Engineering Department at the Institute offers a research lab backed by BMW, Hyundai Motors and Ford. Sponsored equipment such as vehicles, engines, a compression molding machine, a fiber extractor, allow students to participate in funded research and consultancy projects. Beyond this, SRM EEC offers a variety of other well-equipped labs, including the Strength of Material Labs, Automotive Component Lab, Geotechnical Lab, Design Lab, and Robotics Lab. Number 7,
I
qualified and
request the
experienced
audience
faculty.
to remain
Speaking of
seated
faculty, the faculty members
for
of
further
SRM EEC
instructions.
hold PhDs and over 15 years of experience. Number 8, multidisciplinary opportunities. Since SRM Ishwari is a part of the SRM group, students have...
The students who haven't completed the hostel registrations will have to assemble in the lecture halls 29, LH29, LH30 and LH31 in the first floor administrative block. I repeat, the students who have